Well, be curious to see what else what we can do to help support you guys. I think, I think you represent very well. And, I'd be curious for you guys to really look at what those numbers are, being open only 4 months doesn't give you a lot of benchmark, to draw from. But
almost 900 customers in those 4 months.
Right. Are you keeping track though in terms of how many of those, what they're repeating and what they're getting? And
I can pull that up through our software.
We use
Booker.
Booker, yeah.
You're using Booker?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, having data, that would be the thing I'd like to see. And when you guys pulled, if you could share, because I'm curious to those kinds of trending.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if there's more of a franchise business opportunity where you take certain concepts, put them together. You guys know flotation, so I think you know the group True Rest.
I've heard of them. Yeah.
True Rest centers. So we've done a few decor jobs. There's one that wants to put salt rooms. We've got people that have retail CBD centers wanting to do salt rooms now. A lot of people want the salt booths. I think a salt booth is going to be a big seller, just for an individualized treatment in what people are doing. So you're going to really just need to watch people coming in, with strangers or not. I think that's going to be the first thing to really look at, having people book these rooms as groups or families. I don't know, but it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Right. That'd be a great marketing thing. Yeah. Just, and bring you and your family in for a salt session.
Yeah.
Like a family experience.
Yeah. Get salted, siblings day just happened. Get salted siblings, get salted mommy and me, get salted, play date girlfriend. You could get salted dating at some point with the partition inside of it.
All right. Yeah.
Some kind of salted speed dating kind of thing.
Hey, that's kind of a neat thing, yeah.
I don't know. Hey, look, I don't sleep sometimes either. I'm always trying to think of something. This new container idea is kind of interesting. That's going to be kind of cool.
That's crazy. They're doing it as a business or for themselves?
Well, yeah, both. Because think of it as like a salt room pop-up. What's really cool is, you can appreciate this. We actually have it completely engineered with HVAC all in there in the front part of it where the salt room is and the exhaust and the filtration, where the halo generator is, the air. We're using UVC lighting that's going in there. We're doing this whole setup. Boom. And it'll be all decored out as well, so it won't look like a container.
Right.
I have to send you a couple of renderings, but
but you said you're doing it in a smaller one too, right?
Well, we're coming up with a smaller one. The larger one is actually in England, where this guy is building it out, and they do a lot of his whole office structure are like a bunch of containers interacting with each other, like cool offices or architecture stuff. So this is one long salt room, and so we kind of engineered one, and it could be something that you could easily put in a parking lot in a mall for a month, or take it to a festival, or right in a hospital.
But how do you transport that?
You need a truck,
like a big rig.
Well, it's not that big, but to a degree. I mean, when we bring in our containers from Pakistan with all our Himalayan salt, we're bringing in containers. So likewise, if you think you've seen those like pods for storage,
yes.
They pop off a pod.
A flatbed or something.
Yeah. So I mean that will cost maybe a couple $100 to move it. That's about it in the local community.
So what's the build-out cost for something like that?
We're just getting that figured out now, but we're thinking the whole thing decored out with all the AC generator, halo generator, decor and everything could probably sell for under $30,000.
Oh wow,
that's great. How big? How long?
It's a 20-footer, and the salt room part is about 175 feet.
So it's in between.
It's 8 feet by 20. So there's a door that you walk into, right? And that's like the little waiting area. There's that place for the halo generator, and then you walk in through a door into the salt room, and then that's it.
How big is the salt room part?
I think it's 8 by 20 is the whole thing. So this part is about 150 something square feet of the salt room size. So you get 4 chairs in there easily.
Okay.
With distance.
That's cool.
Another motto was doing it and just putting 4 salt booths in it, kind of finishing it out as individual sessions.
Well, that's was my point, because that's a really great idea. But if we get to the point where folks are not wanting to be, close to each other, you just put the booths in there and separate them by the curtain or something.
Yeah, we're doing a project right now where they're actually took a 12 by 10 room and they left 4.5 feet for a hallway. So you walk into the room and then there's 2 areas that have been divided into a built-in salt cabin kind of booth. And the halo generators are recessed into the wall. Okay, there's a vent in each of these. It's got a frosted glass door. So you got like some privacy.
Yeah.
And it's bench seating, so it's big enough for 2 people. And so they had 2 of these in this kind of room, and they have the backlit Himalayan brick wall. So it's supposed to be actually happening at the PGA National in Palm Beach.
Mm-hmm.
They're going through a big renovation. So this came off of a design that the folks up in Wisconsin, they have a facility, and he developed a way of just side by side 2 small little rooms that each have their own halo generator on, and it's just, you're in there and boom, in and out.